On a warm late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Now he can exhale. His season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Throwing is McCarthy. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 30 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll hand it to Mason. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 6-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To the air with McCarthy. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Oh, boy, hang on here. Injured player, and it's Russell Wilson. Certainly have to hope this is nothing major. Now it's the backup Winston. That's to the new Dolphin. It's Odell Beckham Jr. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Jameis to throw it. That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 43 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now McCarthy. And his pass incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. On the give, it's Mason. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And his throw is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And this is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass. and force the fourth down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Winston now. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw McCarthy. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, it's Tony. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Giants 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Beckham in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Winston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw is Winston. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Winston. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
2nd and a couple. In motion right is Addison. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Play action now, Winston. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
To throw, Winston. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Winston. That is caught. Touchdown. Wandale Robinson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. It's a room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Mason going to get it on 1st down. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They run it with Mason. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Mason, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking